That's insane. We're going to do a test here and see what this amplifier produces into 4 ohm. And the reason why we have it is because we can establish the true power of an amplifier. That shows how linear it is. I mean, that's pretty damn cool. But that's way more value for money than what anybody would expect. Dude, I'm sorry, that is insane. Hey, good day everyone. It's been a while since we've been on the good old tubes and socials. Busy, but listen, I got some exciting stuff to share with you. As you know, we're the distributors for Rockford, Fosgate, So and Vega, and one of the brands that we've been so well connected with in the last 20, almost 30 years now is AudioControl. AudioControl was recently acquired, which was at some point, we were concerned, to be honest. People were wondering, what's the future? Well, the future is great. AudioControl have regathered their team, they've regathered all of their DNA, and I was recently at the Master Tech in Arizona in March this year, and it was incredible to see what products they're bringing out into the marketplace. There's actually going to be a whole lineup of products, a whole range of amplifiers, a whole range of woofers, a whole range of speakers. So we're very fortunate to have the first in the model lineup, the EPIC range. So there's going to be 3 lineups, the EPIC, the Altitude, and the PNW, which is the top of the range products. We've got the PNW crossovers and 3-inch speakers. The Altitude, they all have specific different applications. For example, in the Altitude and PNWs, if you want to hook up an epicenter to one of the processors, you don't have to run a separate power cable. This thing has a port where you can plug in and it provides you the correct power and current necessary, so you don't have to have a separate fuse. Very clever. But looking at the EPIC, which is what we're looking at now, we're starting off in the bottom of the family, which is the entry-level 4-channel amplifier. It's rated at 100 by 4. Now we have an amplifier dyno. I don't think anyone else has one of these. Certainly not in South Africa. I think there might be 1 or 2, maybe in Switzerland, and I know the rest are in the States. But nonetheless, these are quite rare tools. And the reason why we have it is because we can establish the true power of an amplifier. You know, advertising the power and putting it on a oscilloscope with a dummy load doesn't give you the true ratings. I mean, it's got to drive the simulation of a loudspeaker. So this dyno gives you, we are running it in what's called certified mode, which is 1% distortion. A lot of people, run it at 5, but it's not accurate. So we're going to do a test here and see what this amplifier produces into 4 ohm. It's claiming, and obviously AudioControl, much the same as Rockford, has always been, AudioControl's, original claim to fame was processors, equalizers, crossovers. And now they've gone into taking their history and putting it into amplifiers, which is great. And it just means that they have an entire solution for people that want to have the AudioControl family. Let's find out. Dinesh is going to run the amp dyno and see what we get into 4 ohms. I mean, I have no idea. I'm told it's, obviously always totally underrated, but let's find out what it is. So you're running a specific test tone here, which is certified for this machine. And let's give it a run. Okay, so as you'll see on the display, it's running 1% distortion, 4 ohm, 14.3 volts, which is kind of standard for an amplifier that's loosely regulated. We're running a channel 1, am I right?
Channel 1.
Okay, and we're seeing 246 watts. Is that RMS?
That's RMS.
RMS, 246. So it's double what it's supposed to do. It's insane. That is mind-blowing. So, I mean, I know AudioControl, has always been a respected product. I mean, that's why we distribute it. And we are the official authorized distributors, as you know. I'm so happy to receive these products. And the price points are going to be amazing. And then, of course, with the AudioControl processing abilities, the epicenters, the matrix devices, the line drivers, the high to low devices, the LC2I, which is your bass correction device for the vehicles that have both straight off. Let's do a 2 ohm test quickly and see what it does. I'm curious. I have no idea.
Okay, I've got it on bridge mode.
So it's bridge mode now, which means it's seeing 2 ohm per channel. So we're going to see what it produces in bridge mode at 4 ohms, which means essentially it is seeing 2 ohms per channel. And let's have a look and see what it does. RMS, 1% distortion. Okay, let's hit it. I mean, I'm expecting it to do double, at least, but you never know. There we go. 600, is that, am I reading correct?
651
watts. Oh my goodness. That's, dude, I'm sorry. That is insane. And I mean, yeah, when you hear what these prices of these amplifiers are going to be, they're a nice small footprint. But what's also cool about this amplifier, and I'll just quickly show you on the side here, and you'll bring it up in the images when we get it. Not only does it obviously have your 2-channel, 4-channel mode, but it's also got a very cool feature where you've got your input range can essentially be selected between high and low by the fact that you can select it onto ×1, which means it'll go from 50 to 500, and then you can go ×10, which means you can go 5,000, which means you can drive a pair of tweeters actively from this. 5,000 high pass is kind of where you want a tweeter to work. The other cool thing is it switches it off. So when you click this thing, it actually turns off, which means it becomes a full range amplifier. So if you're running an external processor, you wouldn't need this crossover to work. You could then just click it off. No switches required. Super, super cool. And as far as I understand, it's also got, it's got power protect and it's got a clip indicator. I mean, feels beautiful. I know it's surface mount design. So yeah, that's and then this is being the entry level. The one above this is rated at 200 RMS. We'll get those in down the line, and we've also got the 5-channel version, which is obviously going to be very popular for the consumers who want to run front, rear, fadeability, and have a subwoofer as well. We will do an amplifier dyno check on this. Probably next week we'll do the 5-channel, and then we can show you what that does. But for now, the 4-channel is going to be, I think, very, very popular and well received by the market. Also in the video, you will see you'll see the EPIC full range of products that we're going to be carrying. Plus, as I said, the altitude and of course the P&W stuff, which is the AudioControl series, which is great for people to have. If they want to go and build a full-blown AudioControl sound system, please reach out to us. Automotive, distributors. We're on Facebook, Instagram, all the other, social media stuff. Check out the YouTube, like and subscribe. We're going to try and get this going more regularly. We've got such a lot of cool products coming around. Yeah, we are working into a lot of vehicle integration solutions, plug and play, which is something that a lot of people have been asking for, and we've got a lot of those available. So they'll be across the spectrum with Rockford, Sir Vega, and AudioControl, and you can have your favorite speaker on an application where you can put it in whatever vehicle you drive with no cutting, no modification. It literally just plug in the car and off you go. Are we going to do one more test, Dinesh?
Yeah, one more 2 ohm.
Oh, one more 2 ohm. 2 ohm per channel. This is a 2 ohm per channel test. So if a person essentially paralleled a pair of 4 ohm speakers, they'll get to 2 ohm, obviously. The other test was a bridge mode, which means it saw half the load per channel. This is an individual channel test. Let's see what it does on one channel. Let's run it. Okay. What are we getting? 60, 70, oh my goodness, 360 off one channel. That's mind-blowing. What was in bridge mode? What was it?
651.
651. So that shows how linear it is. I mean, that's pretty damn cool. 360 watts, RMS. We're not talking max rating. We're talking about genuine RMS, 1% distortion. That's insane. I mean, in fairness, we're running one channel at a time. Understandably, if we ran all the 4 channels together, it probably would reduce it by at least 10%, but that's way more value for money than what anybody would expect. And that's obviously what you'd expect from premium products coming from automotive distributors. Peace out. Till next time. Enjoy it.